excited to be here.
Dude, I'm excited that you're here too, and all of you who are watching at home, because today it's American Girl, and we have Gabriela McBride on tap for that. And if you registered and picked up your Take and Make stuff, you have what you need. If you didn't register, no big deal. You can see the link, has everything that you need. And if you don't feel like doing anything now, you just want to watch, no problem, because this video is going to be on forever. So that's really nice. So the things that Miss Eileen's going to talk about, like poems, which are really cool, we would love to find out what you came up with. And if you have any questions, as always, just send an email to that email that you see scrolling down on the bottom of your screen. But for right now, Miss Eileen, can you tell us more about Gabriela?
Yes, Gabriela. It's such a beautiful name. Gabriela lives in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She has a stuttering problem, and she uses poetry to help with the situation along with speech therapy. It can be tough for her to get her message out. So when she tries to speak, she often finds herself in a battle with her own words. A new group at the Art Center helps Gabriela embrace her poetry as her art form of choice. When she speaks poetry aloud with her friends, she finds that her words just flow more freely. She dances tap, hip-hop, and ballet in her community center, the Liberal Arts. Gabriela loves poetry, is very good at writing. She often tries to work hard and impress others, and though she can be insecure about her stutter, she doesn't like backing down from her beliefs and tries to speak from the heart.
That's really cool. And you found some really neat images of Gabriela, but also things that explain a little bit about her. Come on out from behind that table.
Yes.
And check this out here.
So, what I have the first one, this is what she discovers is creativity is important to artists and leaders.
All right, because leaders often have creativity really helps leaders because they can get in tricky situations and a way to help things out. Yeah, what about this?
And this one's got, without the changing of minds, there can be no change. And that's how history is made.
Dude, that is really good. Like, did somebody else say that? No, I guess not.
I do not know.
Dude, that's really good. Without the changing of minds, there can be no change. That's right. You got to change the minds.
So here I have a nice little photo of Gabriela.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
And what Gabriela loves is the expressing herself, especially through dance.
Dance. Yes, yes, yes.
And here we have one that she's...
I didn't see that.
Isn't that a pretty one?
That is cool. That's very cool. So she's got a microphone and her computer. Very cool.
And here's what changes Gabriela's life is joining the poetry club.
Because I bet it kind of freaked her out to think about having to do poetry in front of people.
In front of people, yes. And here she is. She's ready to go to either dance or her poetry club.
Nice.
I'm going to leave this one for last. I have two other ones here. Her biggest dream is to use her talents to make a difference.
That's something for which I think we all hope, because we're given many different talents and how to really make good use of them.
That's right.
Cool.
I have chills just thinking about that.
No, it's true. It is true.
So in Here Speak, her proud moment is performing a poem in front of a big audience.
Awesome. And if you ever had to do something like that, it can be very daunting. Yes.
And this all encompasses what Gabriela is. Creative for a cause, passion, art, poetry, motion, express community, give back with all your art, dancing.
Oh, give back with all your art.
Give back with all
That's
your
so
art.
cool. That's a pun.
Music. My poetry is my power.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
I thought that was just so beautiful.
That is very beautiful.
And these are all from the American Girl site.
Okay, yeah, AmericanGirl.com. Now, if Rebecca were here, Miss Rebecca, she would want me to take this time to sing Poetry in Motion. A wave out on the ocean. No, she wouldn't because she's
Is
too
that
young
where
to know
I'm
that
supposed
song.
to go like this?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, all right. So I hear that you are inviting viewers at home to do a little poetry themselves, and when we come back, you can explain how it's done.
Yes.
All right. Hello, my name is Miss Ng, and I am one of the children's librarians at the Shaler North Hills Library. Today, I want to read to you some poetry. See, here's the thing. Miss Eileen and Miss Judy, they do the American Girl programs, but I put it together technologically and stuff like that, so I get to mess around and insert whatever I want. But I figured, since Gabriela's really into poetry, I could read to you a couple poems. So I'm going to read to you a couple poems, if that's okay. Now, here's the thing. It's kind of weird. Like, I still really can't figure out the camera stuff. So if I hold a book up, the words look backwards. Do they look backwards? Yeah, they totally look backwards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the poem, and then I'm going to show the picture. Okay? Yeah, because you don't need to, like, read the words. And they're backwards and they look weird. But my favorite, absolute favorite holiday is Halloween. Like, just for the fun of it, right? And I am reading a creepy poem. I like creepy little things. And some poems are funny, and some poems are scary, and some poems are serious. And so what I really want to read to you right now is this pretty good one. And I lost the page, but hang in there with me. Hang in there. I used to not like poetry at all, but that was because I didn't really know how many different kind of poems okay. All right, here it is. But that's because I didn't really know how many cool kind of poems that there are. And I can't really write poetry. I've never tried. Well, I did try to write some lovey poetry once, but wasn't very good at it. Anyway, this poem, Halloweenish, this is by Florence Perry Hyde. And pictures are by Victoria Chesapeake. You can't see the picture yet, but I'll show it later. Scary poem. It's called The Chair. A chair's a piece of furniture on which you've often sat. It has a back and arms and legs. I'm sure you've noticed that. A chair's a chair, and there it sits. And sometimes you sit in it to read or watch TV or sleep. Hey, wait a minute! Its arms are reaching for you. They grab you, hold you tight. You can't get up, you can't escape. Your eyes are wide with fright. And now its legs are moving. The chair is running by. I wonder where it's taking you. Well, off you go. Goodbye. Isn't that a funny poem? All right, there's the picture. It's crazy. You can see the chair is, my grandma used to say when things were lost, it grew legs and got up and walked off. So there it is. So that is The Chair. Okay, I also should share a serious poem. I will. This is a really beautiful poem in one of the children's books that we have upstairs. And of course the words are backwards. It's called I Am Loved, and it's by Nikki Giovanni. And she's an incredible poet. And this is actually the first book I've ever seen of her poetry for kids. I've read a lot of her poetry for adults for many years. She was one of the first poets that kind of got me into poetry. But this one is a great one for whenever we feel like there isn't a lot of good going on, or we're sad about something. And if we can just try to remember those around us who love us, that will help us when we have doubts about the future and what's going on. It's called No Heaven. How can there be no heaven when rain falls gently on the grass, when sunshine scampers across my toes, when corn bakes into bread, when wheat melts into a cake, when shadows cool and owls call and little finches eat upside down? How can there be no heaven when tears comfort, when dreams caress, when you smile at me? And I think that is a reminder of the joy that we do experience even in the hardest times in our lives. And this is a great book. Again, it's backwards. Nikki Giovanni, I Am Loved, and beautiful illustrations by Ashley Bryan. And those are some poems. And Miss Eileen, maybe she won't watch the show too carefully, or she'll just skip through the commercials.
Back to American Girl. Bye.
Dude, now you said the kind of poem that you're going to help us do is a cross-stitch poem, right?
It's a cross-stick.
A
not
cross-stitch. We're going to cross-stitch? No,
No.
acrostic poem.
Acrostic poem.
All right.
Okay?
A sticky poem?
No.
An
Acrostic.
All right, okay. Acrostic poem.
So now,
A crusty poem. Just
acrostic.
kidding. All right, okay.
Okay?
Acrostic
So
poem.
this is a poem in which the first letter of each line spells out a word or a phrase. So we do not have the Gabriela doll here at the library, but I did one for Gabriela and then decorated the page. And everybody I know is just so creative. You can decorate it however you want. Okay, so I have Gabriela spelled down the left-hand margin of
So
the
you
page.
put the letters in the name in the squares.
Right.
All right.
And then you're going to use a descriptive adjective. I'd like to use something that's positive.
Yeah.
Okay, a positive trait
Right.
that your adjective that you would use. Like you don't want to use stupid or inconsiderate.
Right, because that's not who you are.
And that's not nice.
Yeah.
So we want something nice and positive.
That's right.
Okay, so Gabriela is generous. She accepts others. She's beautiful. She's radiant.
Radiant.
She's intelligent. She's entertaining. She's lovely. And she's admirable.
That's neat. And you made a poem with using all the letters of her name. That's really
Yes.
cool. Is Miss Judy going to show us one?
Yes, Miss Judy can show us
All
one.
right, cool. All right. Who are you going to do, Miss
Hi,
Judy?
everybody. I'm going to pick
Hey.
Molly.
All right, Molly. Okay,
So
cool.
we have Molly down the side, and Molly is marvelous. Molly is outgoing. She's ladylike. She's lovable, and she's youthful.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Do another one. Do another one.
Do another one.
Yeah.
Another one. Okay, let's do Kirsten.
All right. Okay.
We will take
Yeah.
Kirsten.
All right.
Kirsten is kind-hearted. She's innocent. She's resilient. She's sweet. She's thoughtful. She's easygoing, and she's nice.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Now let's do Josefina.
All right.
Now this, here again, I have Josefina's down the side. She's joyful. She's obedient. She's sensitive. She's energetic. She's friendly. She's imaginable. She's nostalgic. And she's amusing.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
And what about Melody?
Melody. Oh, this one I love. And look how I decorated
I
the
know. I
page
love
for
that.
Melody.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, Melody is down this side of the page. She's musical. She votes for equality. She lifts her voice. She's our singer.
nice.
She's optimistic. She's dazzling. And she is youthful.
Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. And did we not do? We didn't do Rebecca.
We have
Okay.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Rebecca's down the side, and Rebecca is respectful. She's educated. She's brave. She's encouraging, considerate. She's very classy,
Classy.
and she is artistic.
Very cool. Very cool.
And our last doll here at the library is Kaya. So Kaya, I used Kaya for the first. Animals, she likes animals. She's young and she is ambitious.
She is ambitious. Very cool. Very cool. So, you can find this paper attached here. Are you going to show us? Are you going to do one live? Do one.
I can.
Do ing.
Oh,
ING. Just write that down there. You
okay.
got 3? Yeah.
I
Do ING.
G. Okay.
All right.
So, whenever I think of Miss Ng,
Itchy.
Impressionable.
Impressionable. I am
You
impressionable.
are impressionable.
Itchy. ITCHY.
no.
I'm itchy.
So she's impressionable.
And
She's nice.
and
She's nice.
Nordic.
No.
Nordic.
And
Because my name is from the Nordic countries.
And she is very generous.
Gorilla proof.
Okay. So,
All right.
here's Miss A,
All right.
who is impressionable, nice,
ice,
and generous.
and generous. Dude, thank you, Miss
Okay.
Eileen. That's a cool thing.
You're quite welcome.
Send us your poems, little poets.
So,
And wait, will we be back or are we done?
that's
I think we're done. I'm sad. Wait. You know what's really good though? There's another American Girl program.
there is another American Girl
And
program.
who will be featured in that American Girl
Who's
program?
going to be featured? Featured is going to be Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, and I know that's why you chose Kirsten, is you're a big fan of the Golden Girls, like we all are. And I remember Rose Nyland's daughter's name was Kirsten, and she was named after the doll.
I didn't know that.
It's not true. I'm just making it up. All right. Thank you, Miss Eileen. Thank you, Miss Judy.
Bye, everybody.
You're quite welcome.
All right.
You're quite welcome.
Bye, girls.